Just go ahead and just toss it. Grab the hook in the thing and toss it off.
Okay.
You ready? Let's go.
Hey guys, this is Michael. We're on the Green River here in Kentucky. It's very windy today, and I'm with JoAnna.
Hey.
JoAnna Hochstetter. She has links below. She's on Instagram and Facebook. She does lots of things. We'll talk about that. We've got Cletus in the boat. He's our mascot dog. He's too cool. Cleet. We got 2 trot lines and 4 limb lines. One of the setups are mine, and one of the setups are Daniel's. Daniel decided that he was going to stay put because I told him we need to move everything. And he moved one of his limb lines, and I moved all my stuff up the river. Mostly bluegill, cut bait, and Daniel baited his own lines with the same, plus some kind of mystery bait. Wish us some luck.
Let's go, Kiki.
All right, we're gonna check your lines. We got a microphone system now where I can talk to Silent Dan. He can't talk back, obviously, but. All right, Silent Dan, he did change some hooks, tighten the line, but he left it where it was, and we moved one of his limb lines right here. And it was very hard to put this in. Making sure that's good. Now that last video, there was a fish on Daniel's line. It looked like it might have been put on his bait, and Daniel claims that that was not him. It was just a freak coincidence, and that was not his secret bait. So it did count as a catch. I gave it to him anyway.
I don't know. That might be shenanigans.
I told him if he's going to do that, he's got to tell me from now on. I mean, it's fine. If he wants to bait up with some wild stuff, I mean, a small catfish would work, but rare. It's rare. So, JoAnna, what have you been up to? It's been since the winter. JoAnna was one of the 3 that came over the winter.
Yeah, that was fun. I just got back from Gatlinburg with my family. We went again. No scorpions this time, so.
She had a scorpion incident the last time, and this time, no major issues.
No, my stepdad tripped and fell down like 3 steps though, so I was like, there's always gonna be something that happens anytime my family goes on vacation.
Yeah, is he all right?
I think he's okay, but yeah, he has to go get some imaging done. It looks like his toes might be a little broken.
Sucks. Cletus, he's got his cool goggles, but it's not sunny enough that they don't make sense, so. I don't think there's anything here, but we'll give it a jerk just in case. There was one on this last video.
No.
All right. Fun fact, guys, the Green River here actually flows in and around Mammoth Cave, the longest cave in the world. Not the largest, but the longest. I know several people that do a lot of surveying just so they can keep that record, you know, because there's a couple caves that are always trying to sneak up on them, you know, based on discoveries and stuff.
Ah, yes.
Mammoth Cave here in Kentucky. Not far from here is where a lot of this water comes from. It's very small up that way, though. You could almost walk across it most days. JoAnna's in the cool Pocahontas skirt, I guess. I don't know what you call
kind
it.
of.
All right. It's springtime here in Kentucky. It's a warm day. Still early in the season. You might have to pull us out of this mud a little bit.
Oh, we're stuck. Okay.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay.
And Cletus is wanting to ride with Silent Dan so bad.
He is. I feel so bad for him.
Silent Dan has been banned from riding anybody since the last video, but once he gets the hang of it, we'll
It's gone.
give it another shot.
I'm sorry, Cletus.
And if you're
I
wondering,
know.
no major damage last time. We did break the mirror. Feel anything?
I felt a little bit of a wiggle and the bait's been missing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got
something right there.
something. Can't tell if it's big.
The first fish. In a hook, line, and chill video, if we don't catch a fish, I guess I should say now, I forgot to mention, this is our first
I didn't offend
warm
myself.
weather video. So
Get
if
him.
she strikes out or there's no fish, which I'm safe, there's a consequence of getting
dirty
wet.
that one.
So JoAnna has a bathing suit on just in case.
Yes.
She wasn't sure if she's gonna ride on the jet ski either, and that's not happening today. All right, we got a fish in the boat, so we're not getting skunked today. Daniel got a point. If you're keeping score, try to start commenting below what the score is between me and Daniel. It's just per fish. We're not doing size, at least as far as me and Daniel. If we catch a big enough fish, we play a game called Fish of Fortune. We're the point girl of the day, which today it's JoAnna, a popular point person. She gets to play the game for some cash.
Yes. Whose line is this again, Michael?
This is Daniel.
Okay. Well, all the bait's been missing except that last one where we
Cletus
feel the
is
wiggles.
chewing on something on the boat.
Let's see.
Now mine is upriver, never been ran. It'll be the first run. Might be hung up, but this one was tightened. There's a fish there. Another blue cat. That's actually a decent sized one.
Whoop.
Watch out, Pate. Now, Pate. Yeah, so I got Finn.
I think he's okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'll play.
She's gonna play fish. All right, guys, just to remind JoAnna, your object of Fish of Fortune is to win some money. She's gonna try to guess the weight of this fish. 10 pounds minimal guess. If she don't go over, she gets her guess times 10 in money. If it's perfect, double that, and we only guess and weigh in full pounds.
Okay.
What is your guess?
I don't think it's quite 10 pounds, but I'm gonna try. So 10 pounds.
10 pounds. And she is dead on correct. It is not quite 10 pounds. 9 pounds.
Dang,
That
we
is
almost
a
had it.
strike. There are 3 ways to get a strike this year in 2026. One is to guess over on Fish of Fortune. 2 is to lose a fish right beside the boat. And 3 is to drop the trot line. Say that trot line behind her slipped out, it would be a strike. But it's judgment call on my part as far as if it was an accident or not.
No, he's gonna fall.
We're gonna keep that one. I'm gonna do a shout out to Brenda's Bait and Tackle in St. Petersburg, Virginia.
Ooh.
And a shout out to Hidden Treasures Bait and Tackle in Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out from Hook, Line, and Chill. Cletus is a little more aggressive today. The last video he wasn't. I thought maybe he'd gotten over the whole attacking the fish thing. There's the big, will you hold that one up behind you? That's our Big Daddy hook. It does not have anything. Unfortunately, mine's not marked, but we're gonna mark it next time, hopefully, if I remember. I can't quite tell. It looks like, oh, there's something right there.
Yeah.
We're definitely catching a mess of fish today. All right. Wait, no. I'm assuming you're not playing. Pull it up just, yeah, that's it. All right, guys, we got 3 fish for Daniel, definitely a mess. Cletus is back to attacking the fish. Shout out to Bullseye Tackle in Chatham, Virginia. Bullseye, right between the Pizza Hut and the grocery store. Now it's been about the driest spring ever this May. Maybe the showers will start. It's actually kind of dusty, but JoAnna actually has a birthday coming up, May 7th.
Yay! Yes.
You can contact her by way of Instagram or Facebook or this video in the comments. She does lurk. Sometimes she responds, especially on Patreon.
I don't have access to Patreon anymore.
Are you kicked out?
Yeah. I thought, oh, I thought you kicked me out, Michael, because I was yelling at some lady. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that.
I don't think so.
Nope. None there.
I have to send you a free year. But I thought I already did that. I'll look into it.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Doing anything for your birthday?
Oh, no, actually, no.
Do you celebrate your birthday?
Not really.
Not
After,
really.
you know, you become a mom, it's like,
People call you. I'll try to remember. I'll send you a message on
Okay.
Facebook.
Thank you.
I've had a few people come on their birthday for a video. All right, random question. If you had to live in another state right now and you had to choose, not Kentucky though, where would you live?
Colorado.
Colorado, why is
Yes.
that?
Well, there's certain things you can partake now. Colorado, like I lived when I was
there's a
active duty.
Fish
I
on
would
this next one.
say again.
Go for it. Keep talking.
Okay.
Sorry.
When I lived in Arizona, I love Arizona, but I went to Colorado for a little trip, and it was just amazing there. Everything just seemed fresher and cleaner.
Yeah.
People were just super nice as
I've
well.
never been to Colorado.
Yeah?
I'd like to go. At one time I was going to try to do some rafting over there, but I've retired from rafting.
Aw.
I'm pretty sure there was a fish on this one, unless he just jerked off. It was funny, I
He
put
did
this
what?
on a very small limb. Yeah, he's jerking off. I saw him jerking.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cletus? Cletus is our mascot dog. Fully a business dog. Every expense about him is a write-off.
Seriously?
No.
Okay, I was like,
Maybe,
wow.
I mean, I gotta sell it. Black and white are our colors.
You were correct.
Throw it in. That's a little catfish. But it is a point for me. These two limb lines and the trot line we're about to run are mine. Brand new. Shout out to Catfish Kelly's in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Ooh-wee.
All right, brand new line, never been ran.
Ooh.
Bunch of bluegill, bunch of skipjack.
All right. So I get to
A
pop this
large
one's cherry.
Hook on the other side. Yes, you are.
Ooh-wee.
We haven't talked about it much, but JoAnna is would be considered a military veteran.
Yes, I am.
Air Force. What state were you mainly stationed?
I was mainly in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yes.
You know, I started to do bait shops out of Arizona.
Aw.
There's not a whole lot of them, unless I just wasn't typing in the right thing. We might still do that. So tell us about your military experience. How many years?
Well, I did 6 active and 3 reserve. So when I was active duty, I worked on jet engines that go on
engines.
F-16s.
Cool. What rank were you at, or did you have that?
I made it to tech sergeant, so that was E6.
E6.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Air Force. So where'd you go to basic at?
San Antonio, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base.
What was it called?
It was called Lackland Air Force Base, still is.
You have any crazy stories about basic? Did you get in trouble any?
Yeah, I got hit in the face with a clipboard, pushed into my wall locker. That was funny. And then there's a little bait
By
left
the drill
on that
sergeant
one.
or somebody else?
Say again?
By the drill sergeant or
Yes.
other soldiers?
Yes, I pissed them off repeatedly. I was just
Can't
like a
imagine.
clumsy oaf. So
Yeah. Did you easily pass the PT?
I struggled at first, honestly. I did, but then it got easier each time.
Do they require 2 miles?
It's only 1.5 miles.
Mile and a half.
I think they might be moving it to, daggum,
sure.
they might be moving it to 2 miles.
You miss it?
Miss what?
Or were you ready to leave when it was over?
Oh, I was ready. I was done.
You were done.
Yeah.
Dang it, I need a fish. So as far as military, didn't go overseas or?
I went to Korea.
Korea, I did not know that.
Yeah, Korea
knew
was
that.
amazing.
So you did the mechanic?
Yes, and then, well, I cross-trained after the 6 years into bioenvironmental engineering. Yeah, we got a fish, small one. And that
Yeah.
was kind of like just a fancy name for EPA, OSHA, NRC type of work.
Yeah, and that's what type of work she got into.
Yeah, there's another one too.
That might
Uh-oh.
It might be a gar.
I think it is.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's pulling against me, so.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a fish holding him. Just be careful. There's something dead there. That is a gar.
Yeah, it's a gar.
That's our first gar. Wouldn't it be
It's
just
tiny and it's
natural
barely
if
hanging on.
JoAnna, yeah, don't lose it because we're gonna measure him.
Oh, it's little, and look how good. Look, he's still
Oh,
alive.
he's alive.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, don't lose him. Be a lost fish since he's alive. JoAnna caught the first gar of the year. And last year we struggled to catch a gar. We have a all-year contest going on. Biggest fish, top moments, and the longest gar. So we're gonna measure this real quick.
He's a little guy.
Probably not gonna win. So we only do full inches, so whatever the full inch it gets
Oh,
to.
I don't round up. Digga. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 30 inches. 30 inches is the current running
He's
gar.
a little guy, but I got him.
This is fertilizer.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
All right, we're about to grab the jug here at the end. I thought this would be a cool opportunity to introduce all of the characters on this show. We have 10 point girls this year with 1 newcomer, so technically 11. JoAnna is one of the regulars. She comes multiple times a year. She's been coming for a while. We got Silent Dan. He doesn't talk much or at all. And he is on our jet ski Toto. And Toto's still gonna get a makeover. We got our mascot dog, Cletus. And this boat that we're in right now is Alice, okay? And that's pretty much everybody. Hey. Oh, I always forget.
Every time.
We got Fago here. Now Fago, he's been complaining a lot. He's pretty lonely, so I don't know what to do for him, but we're trying to figure that out.
Will I ever find love?
Still early in the season. JoAnna will be back several times, especially when the water gets much warmer. Toto, our jet ski, we're gonna try to incorporate it a little bit more. Oh, the bait's missing at least. That's a start. All right, guys, don't forget, JoAnna's got a birthday coming up in a few days, May 7th.
Yay!
She's on Instagram and Facebook, and probably on those pages she has other links that you could find her doing her various activities. Appreciate you coming. We caught a mess of fish, 2 messes to be honest.
Indeed.
See y'all next time.
Thanks for having me.